here as well. Cannon has been there 3 times. His highest finish is 7th, so these two have seen plenty of each other. And this should see a step up in the energy here inside Welsh Ryan. I'm Alex Campbell. Thanks for joining me this evening. The Wolverines and the Wildcats. Cannon, a former Michigan Wolverine, as a matter of fact. He missed last season because he went out in the first duel and hurt his knee. Did not appear again the rest of the year. He went 68-28 overall at Michigan, a 21-5 record in duels, including 11-6 at the Big Ten Championships. Big part of the Michigan program that has seen so much success in recent years. On the Michigan side is his former teammate, Sergio Lemley, the true sophomore, 12-3 on the season for him. Finished 4th at the Big Ten Championships. Did Lemley, the Chesterton, Indiana native. Saw a good crowd of Chesterton wrestling apparel in the gym tonight to root on Sergio. Nothing to speak of yet, just past the halfway point in round number 1. Last time out, Cannon actually had to leave the match injured at Illinois, but good to see he is all right and okay to continue this evening. Lemley, meanwhile, won by decision against Maryland. A flurry of limbs, but still no points here with a minute to go in round 1. Flipping over there is Lemley. And that's going to be 3 near fall points for Lemley. 40 seconds to go, Michigan on the board, and Lemley now. Yep. Action is stopped because we have a challenge by Northwestern, and I think what we're going to see here is Coach Storniolo challenging that this was a near fall.
The coach from Northwestern is challenging the previous fall on the mat. It is currently under review.
So we'll take another look here. What we're interested in is the angle of Cannon's back at this time. So he's on his back here. This isn't really the concern yet. And Northwestern are arguing that his back is not clearly past 90 degrees, and then Storniolo has to apologize as Cannon shrugs at him the challenge, I guess we'll call it the challenge brick, the challenge pylon, connecting with Cannon. Storniolo's made a big recent addition to that bench for Northwestern. Joe Rao, a Paris Olympian who's been a volunteer for a while for Northwestern, now on the bench, joining BJ Futrell and Justin Oliver, who are each in their 2nd season. Cannon waiting patiently. I mentioned he had to leave his last match injured. You see that tape on his left shoulder. Meanwhile, Lemley's out on the mat, confident that he's going to win this challenge. Referees explaining the call to Storniolo. And based on the body language, I don't think Northwestern's coach likes what he's being told. And this lead for Michigan is going to stand with 38 seconds to go in the 1st round. Cannon being patient, as Storniolo continues to plead his case. Storniolo slowly making his way back to the bench, and the refs are now taking another look at this. I don't know if they're reconsidering their decision or if this is just about how much time we're going to see put on the clock, because several seconds did elapse between that call of 3 points for a near fall and the whistle for the challenge. Officials in a long discussion here. Northwestern leads 7-0 here in the midst of match number 3 of this Friday night Big Ten duel between the Wolverines and the Wildcats. Thanks for joining us here on Big Ten Plus. We're gonna get one more view at the cornhole skills of Storniolo here. You can see his frustration in the background. Here comes the brick. Flings it like a frisbee and right in the left ear protector of Cannon. And the call stands, so not sufficient video evidence to overturn. I think that feels right. That was an instance where I think it was pretty safe to say that Cannon was past 90 degrees. Maybe the question was he past 90 for a full 3 seconds to warrant the call? 38 seconds on the clock here in round 1. It's a 3-0 lead for Sergio Lemley. Lemley trying to accumulate some riding time here at the end of round 1. Trying to escape. Twisting there is Cannon, and he's got his 1 point for his escape. 15 seconds to go in the round. Can Cannon take a shot to really cap off this first round after getting on the board? Tie up here, and you heard Cannon yelp there. I mentioned he was an injury disqualification last time out, and there's no doubt that that's apparent here, and you just saw his left arm get pulled by Lemley, and he immediately reached for it. Certainly a big call by Storniolo tonight to put Cannon, his top wrestler, at 141 back out there, despite leaving that Illinois match with an injury, and he's getting now attention from the medical team. We're going to take another look at what happened here. Just watch the left arm of Cannon, and you can see there he pulls back and Lemley holds on. Again, you never want to speculate anything's intentional, but that certainly is a visible weak point tonight for Cannon. Storniolo on hand as well. And there's a mixture here of health and strategy concerns. A injury forfeit. Would go down much worse for Northwestern, and I think this match is over, or is it? I saw the referees do like a baseball safe signal, and for the second time, no, Cannon's gonna give it a go. I thought we were about to see the arm of Lemley lifted to the sky there. We're not. Cannon's gonna give this a shot. He's 3 seconds away from another break, and he's just gotta hang on here to prevent an escape. He does, and he'll get a brief timeout and another opportunity to chat with the trainer. Although, no, Cannon says he's good. He wants to stay on the mat and just go right into round 2. A 3-1 lead for Lemley. Cannon made his way to Michigan by way of Oceanport, New Jersey. Went to Blair Academy for high school. The Big Ten, of course, the mecca of collegiate Division I men's wrestling. I'm sure they'll be looking to be the same for women's wrestling, which it was announced this morning will become a fully integrated NCAA sport beginning in 2026. It's exciting times in collegiate wrestling with that news today. Women's National Championships coming up in the coming weeks. The Iowa Hawkeyes of the Big Ten recently winning the national duels. More riding time here for Lemley. Time ticking away in an uneventful, largely, second round so far. Lemley happy to keep his advantage, but a stalling warning has now been issued to Cannon. He's got to be careful. 45 seconds to go here in round 2. And again, you've got to wonder, how healthy is Chris Cannon? And he's in a position, is he in a position where he can execute a comeback here? Riding time now over 2 minutes in Sergio Lemley's favor. Lemley had quite the finish to last season. In the regular season, he beat Riel Woods of Iowa, the #1 ranked wrestler in the nation at the time of this weight, as the Wolverines closed out the season against the Hawkeyes. 12 seconds on the clock, and Cannon will be looking for an escape point here at the end of round 2. And 2 is kind of an opportunity to reset into the 3rd round. Can he get himself free? 6 seconds, not yet. Now he's got to be careful here, Cannon. And time runs out on round 2. He can't get that escape point. It's a 3-1 lead for Sergio Lemley. Lemley so far this season, 5 tech falls, 1 major decision. No falls. Lemley was a 3-time state champion here in Chicago at Mount Carmel. And 2 more points on the reversal for Lemley. It took him a while to complete that entire move, but he did get there eventually. An escape now for Cannon makes it an escape credited to Lemley makes it 6-1. .120 to go here at 141 pounds. Wildcats with a 7-0 team lead. Michigan looking to get on the board for the first time this evening here inside Welsh Ryan. Chris Cannon plotting a path in the final minute to a comeback. Scoreboard has been updated. It is 5-2. The escape was credited to Cannon. I think the referees are going to go over to the scores table just to confirm everybody is on the same page in that regard. The wrestlers will wait. Note, we will have a 10-minute intermission this evening after the 157-pound bout, the halfway point of tonight. Still a couple matches to go, and 104 left in this one. Referees make a slight adjustment to the scoreboard and say it is 6-2. Lemley looking to run out the clock. Cannon needs to take some shots here in the final minute. Lemley happy to just grapple here. Lemley really just has Cannon tied up, and he's going to get a takedown. No, not yet at least. Well, there it is now in 3 points. Cannon gave it his best effort, but Lemley adds 3 more points, and he is going to secure this victory, it would seem, and get his team on the board. He's right now in line for a major decision. He has secured the riding time bonus point. So currently this would be an 8-point margin. We take another look at this takedown as it looked like Cannon was about to escape, and Lemley able to quickly snuff out that opportunity. 26 seconds to go. We'll see if Lemley is willing to let Cannon go. He's not. He wants that major decision victory. Just needs to see out 20 seconds to get it. Cannon flailing, trying to roll over. Still nowhere to go. Cannon still affixed to the mat. And the number 11 wrestler in the nation, Sergio Lemley, is going to improve to 5-0 in duels so far this season. And he gets Michigan on the board with a major decision, 10-2 the score, and Northwestern leads 7-4. Big win there for Lemley, and the Wolverines needed that. As we'll now move on. a 28-12 career record. He's 1-1 in duels so far this year. We saw the 141 match start with some serious pace. Can this one match it? Gilcher out of West Bloomfield, Michigan, went to Detroit Central Catholic. 0-1 in duels so far this year, 6-4 overall. Was a four-time Michigan State champion, only lost 4 matches in his entire high school career. A shot taken here by Cartella. Can he get the match's first takedown? Not yet, at least. Despite having a firm hold now of the right leg of Gilcher. Hand to the face there by Gilcher, just trying to get his right leg free, and now in a really awkward position as Cartella twists and drags Gilcher back to the center of the mat. No points yet, though, as we approach the halfway mark of this first round here at 149 pounds. Increasing buzz from the benches. And still, Cartella will not let go of Gilcher's right leg. Finally, Gilcher is able to get that free. And some applause from both sets of fans for the significant effort already on display here in this match. Under a minute to go and still deadlocked here in round 1. Michigan looking to tie or take the lead on team points here at 149. They need an upset, though, to do so. Certainly, Cartella ranked 3-3 on the year. 6-4, though, for Gilcher, as I mentioned. Still no points either side with 20 seconds to go. Not for a lack of trying, though. That shot repelled by Gilcher. 10 seconds. Referee's urging the wrestlers to keep moving. And the time runs out on round number 1. Can't say I think either wrestler coaching staff will have a whole lot to say about that last 3 minutes. And now we have ourselves a 2-round, 4 total minute match. Cartella looking to begin this round with an escape and get on the board, which he does. And the deadlock finally broken. Cartella appeared in 2 Big Ten duels last year. He won them both. Last time out in Illinois, Cartella won by decision. On the opposite side, Gilcher lost by decision. He was actually ranked 28th in the country going into that duel, just slipping out of the top 30 this week. Still just the 1 escape point is all she's written so far here at 149. Feels like both wrestlers this entire match so far have been just constantly, entirely flexed from head to toe. Feels like there's a balloon between them that might just burst at some point. 45 seconds to go here in round 2. No one taking really any shots here. Is this the time for Gilcher to take one.
30 seconds
Bit half-hearted in the end and well parried away by Cartella. Time winding down here in round 2. We started with an escape for Cartella, and then there was nothing after that. Nope, we're going to get a whistle real quick and a reset with 2.4 on the clock. And that does it for round 2. 1 point is all we've seen so far. Will this continue to be largely a stalemate in the next 2 minutes? Will we see one or both of these wrestlers go on the attack? They'll start neutral here in round 3. At least we're seeing some shots taken here early on. Certainly Gilcher can't just stand by. Gilcher taking that shot at the legs, but then rolled over. That didn't go how he wanted. Cartella trying to flip it into his advantage, and now likewise, Gilcher. Still no points. Awkward position here for Gilcher. Can Cartella do anything with it? Getting instructions from the bench on how he should proceed. He's got a takedown. And finally, this match gets some attacking points with a minute to go in the match. 4-0 the lead for Northwestern. Riding time will not be a factor in this match. Right on the edge of the combat zone. And now, out of play steps Cartella for a reset with 41 seconds. An opportunity here for Gilcher to escape and get himself on the board. He's done that. 33 seconds, 3-point margin. Gilcher needs a takedown. Stalemate called. Reset. Time winding down. Here goes Gilcher. He's got it. We're tied at 4. Will we be in a sudden victory situation here at 149? Can Cartella escape? Appeals from the benches. 3 seconds. Edge of the area. Time runs out.
At the end of regulation, we are all tied up 4-4. We are now heading to sudden victory.
So we'll head to sudden victory. And we'll take another look at that takedown that has taken us to extra time. Great work there by Gilcher. Here we go. Sudden victory. 2-minute clock if we need it. Both wrestlers trying to end it here. Cartella trying to free his right foot here from the grasp of Gilcher. And Northwestern not happy that a stalemate's been called here. Heard the groan from the crowd. Got a big reaction from the Wildcat bench as well. 1:19 to go in sudden victory round 1. 1 minute to go here in this first set of victory period. A takedown ends the match. Anxiety building on both benches. Certainly the most energy we felt in this building so far tonight. Is that a takedown? Not quite. Cartella stays alive. Gilcher, did he get it? Not yet. The referees say 30 seconds. Cartella's in a bad spot right now for the Wildcats if Gilcher can get himself spun around. He won't be able to, though. Can somebody find points late and avert a second sudden victory period? Cartella just trying to stay on the mat. Referees let it go. Seconds winding down, and is that a takedown? The referees say no. We'll go to a second period of sudden victory. Each of these next two periods would be 30 seconds each. An escape for Cartella here is not enough to end the match. Certainly feels at this point like Gilcher's got the upper hand. Can he get the takedown? He's trying to get that right leg around, not quite. Cartella stays alive and time runs out. 30 more seconds on the clock. Exhaustion starting to set in for these wrestlers. Can the Wildcats extend their team lead? Can Michigan tie it up? Will we get a winner here at 149? $15 of the 30 gone. Both wrestlers know they gotta go if they're gonna avert a draw. And they'll reset with 5.6. Five seconds. Will there be any points here? There will not.
The winner of the match at 149 pounds on decision, Michigan's Gilcher.
And Gilcher wins the match by decision. And we are all tied up at 7 apiece. 4 in the season, 2-1 in duels. Chumbley 4-1, 2-0 in dual matches so far this year. Got wins against NIU and Arkansas Little Rock to begin the year. We haven't seen him in Big Ten action yet against Purdue or Illinois. So this is his Big Ten season debut. And here we go. Right out of the gate here at 157. Saldate last time out against Maryland, lost by decision. Got a win via major decision at Virginia. A win via tech fall at Duke. Those going in reverse order. Took third at the Michigan State Open, did Saldate. These two have a lot of history, including last year. Saldate got a fall victory at the Big Ten Championships over Chumbley last year. But then Trevor turned around and beat Saldate in a match at the NCAAs. It's his only win, 1-2 at Nationals. 3 points here for Chumbley. And Well, Chumbley has spent his entire career as a Wildcat, 81-35 his overall record. Saldate, a grad transfer from Michigan State, going from East Lansing to Ann Arbor. Made 4 NCAA tournaments for the Spartans with an 85-33 overall record. We'll reset here with 1:28 to go in this first round at 157, the last before our intermission tonight. So it's a big weekend for the Saldate family. Chase's younger brother Logan is a freshman on the Notre Dame football team, who of course will be taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes out of the Big Ten on Monday evening. No scoring here, as the wrestlers spin each other around to the mat with just over a minute to go in round 1. And another stalemate. And another reset. Saldate with a chance to escape here. Chumbley not interested in allowing that to happen. This is number 10 against number 15 in the country. This will be our highest profile by equally relatively high rankings tonight. Chumbley keeping this just in play, keeping that left foot inside that white line. 30 seconds to go in round 1. And another reset. Chumbley just 3 falls over the last 2 years, so you're not going to see him finishing many bouts quickly. But again, 81 victories in 116 career duels. Not a bad ratio at all. 10 seconds to go here in this first round at 157. Is there a late escape here for Saldate? There is not. And we'll go to round 2 with Chumbley up 3-0. Saldate will have the opportunity to begin round 2 with an escape. Can Chumbley prevent that? Well, he's got over 2 minutes of riding time now, so that point feels relatively safe at this stage for the Wildcat 157-pound representative. But that's all he's accumulating right now is riding time. Another reset here, as Saldate continues to seek that escape to get on the board here in this 157-pound bout. Take a beat, you're good, the message from the Michigan bench for Saldate. And more riding time for Chumbley. With a minute to go in round 2, and the score is still 3-0. Possibility that the first 5 minutes of this match, Chumbley's going to be right near 4 minutes of riding time potentially. This has been more or less the state of this match. Is there finally an escape coming here? Not yet for Saldate. Looking for the near fall is Chumbley. Not quite. Good recovery by Saldate. 23 seconds to go in round 2. All tied up here, 7 apiece through 4 matches. Which one of these teams will take a advantage into the intermission? Time winding down here in round number 2, and Chumbley has secured the riding time point before the 3rd round has even begun. So effectively, this is a 4-0 match now. They won't put that number on the board until the end of the match, but for all intents and purposes. And now we'll see if Chumbley can do what Saldate could not and escape. Chumbley trying to rip those hands away, and he does. He's got the escape. And now, if you're Chase Saldate, you've got to start taking some shots. Effectively down 5 here with 1:40 to go. Chumbley not interested in picking up the pace. Saldate took a shot there, and scrambling to safety is Chumbley. If you're curious, that riding time got up to 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Chumbley's not done, though. Can he get another takedown before the end of the match? Under a minute to go. Saldate just hanging on here. As of now, it would be a victory by decision for Northwestern. And we'll reset with 40 seconds to go. And once again, Saldate needs to set the pace here. Chumbley happy to play defense.
30 seconds.
Some fans behind me cheering for Chumbley to go for bonus points and not simply take the 3 points in the Northwestern column. Noting that all he needs is a takedown. If he gets it, it's a major decision rather than simply a decision. 6 seconds to go. Well, it's not a major decision, but it is a shutout by Northwestern's Trevor Chumbley. He wins by decision 5-0, and Northwestern at the midway point leads the Michigan Wolverines 10-7. So we are going to be